Hi guys, get ready with me for a fraternity date party. I'm literally so excited because this is my boyfriend's first date party of the semester. We are going to Rounders and it's Del Tiki themed, so I have my little flowers on and this cute little white set. I honestly had nothing to match this theme, so we're just gonna act like this goes with it. Tonight is actually a date party for my sorority as well. The theme for that is dynamic duos, and I honestly just had no idea what to wear for that, so we're going to Dekai instead, which is honestly completely fine for me because I needed an excuse to wear this outfit. I haven't worn it out yet for obvious reasons. I think this is the perfect time to be wearing it. I have actually had the longest day of my life today. Like, I've been doing so much. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning because I had a Pilates class scheduled for 7 a.m. I only really like working out in the morning time. Like, I do not like an afternoon workout. I just usually don't go that early, but I had a bunch of meetings and classes today, so I couldn't go during my normal time. And I honestly loved the early morning class. Like, I'm such a morning person. So after Pilates, I came home and got ready for my meeting at 11. It was literally a 30-minute walk to that meeting, and then I had class at 12:30 and another class at 2, which were all like 15-minute walks. It was a lot of walking today. But after that class, I went to MKC's freshman mini session, and it was so fun to see everyone taking pictures. I had to leave that a little bit early because I had some other work to do. Then I decided to eat a Chipotle burrito, and here we are now getting ready. The pregame starts at 8:30 and it's currently 8:23, so looks like I'm going to be a little bit late to that. I'm gonna go pick up Owen, and then we're going to the pregame, and then we're gonna come back to my apartment and walk to the strip for the actual date party venue. Literally the best part about being sober is that I can drive us everywhere, and I don't have to worry about getting Ubers and whatnot because I just do not want to be spending money on that. I'm really excited for tonight. I put my hair in these little braids and I think they look so cute, but I am obviously running late, so we need to hurry up. Recently I've been obsessed with a little pinky lip, so we're gonna throw that on really quick. My lippy is on. I'm gonna go ahead and bring these thanks to my roommate. Here is my outfit. I went ahead and threw on some sandals. Of course, my outfit is always linked in my like to know it. I'm gonna go pick up Owen now because I'm running late, but I'll see you guys later. Bye guys. Hey guys, get ready with me for bed while I show you skincare and hair care. I just got out of the shower, so I have nothing in my hair yet. I'm gonna show you that at the end. Guys, I've officially been influenced. I finally got the Ordinary serum, so let's try it out. I see this everywhere and everyone says it's amazing, and I have super dry skin, so I'll be the judge of that. I'm kind of nervous to put something new on my skin though, because I have a date party to go to tomorrow and I do not want to be all red in the face. Okay, I love the way that just sat on my face, so maybe this is good. Then I'm gonna put some vitamin C serum on just because I haven't put it on in a minute and I love the way it feels. Next is the Drunk Elephant Hydration Serum, which I do really like, but some people have been telling me that it's the reason right here is so dry on my face. But I don't know, don't take my word for it because I am just doing what I feel like doing. Now I'm going in with my under eye cream by Bliss. I don't really know if y'all can get it anymore, but I do use it, so I'll let you know if I find a dupe. Okay, these are my two medications prescribed by my doctor. It's Acleef and Dapsone. I just put the Acleef on my nose and chin, and then the Dapsone on my T-line area. I'm gonna have to talk to my dermatologist when I go home because I think that this is actually the reason my nose has been so bad recently. I just got this, so I'm still trying it out, but I do really like it so far, so thanks, Kapari. Apologies if you hear everyone downstairs. They're all going out to bars tonight, so that's what you're hearing. I'm gonna put some bio oil on just because I do need help retaining moisture, so that's what I'm doing. Absolutely do not do this if you have acne prone skin or like oily skin because you will break out. I'm gonna use the Laneige sleeping mask because I want some cute juicy lips. That's it for tonight's skincare. It varies every night, so I don't do this all the time. But now let's take out my hair and finish this. First reason, it's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. I'm just spraying this all over my hair. And I just got this today. It's the Ava NYC Main Magic Split End Mender. So I'm gonna try it. Hopefully it's good because my split ends have been crazy. That's just because I was in a hot tub and it was entirely chlorine, so I did that to myself. Now I'm just brushing it out with a wide tooth comb. That's it. I'm just gonna let it air dry and go to bed. Good night. Get ready with me for bed. I have literally been doing absolutely nothing all day today. I went to my therapist's appointment, which was much needed because I was able to talk to her about my concussion and everything that's happened since the car accident. So that made me feel a lot better knowing that I'm not actually crazy. Since I had a concussion, I have not been to classes all week and I've literally just been rotting away in my bed. But that's what my body needs, so I'm just trying to let myself do that. I've been reading all your comments about what music y'all were listening to when you got in accidents, and it's been making me laugh so much. One comment in particular said I was in my Regina George era, and it literally made me laugh so much. I'm just really thankful for you guys, and I feel like I don't tell you that enough. I took all of my spray tan off and I'm looking very pale now. You can tell I haven't been doing my skincare because look at my skin. And it's also probably from stress, but my skin is just literally going through it right now. When it comes down to it, I'm just lucky and thankful to be here. And I'm trying to come to terms with everything that's happened this semester. Y'all know I've had a really rough semester, and y'all know that I just recently lost a really close friend of mine. So I've been dealing with the grieving process. And yes, you guys are right, I did break up with my boyfriend. So I've been dealing with that grief as well. I definitely got that in my hair. And now I'm dealing with the effects of getting in a car accident. This semester has not been the best for me, but I'm gonna keep a positive attitude because that's all I can do right now. I am just excited to start feeling better and start making videos again for y'all because I truly do love y'all with all my heart. I want to be more active with you guys in my comments, so comment anything you want and I'll read it and respond to you. I mean, I have all the time in the world. I'm literally recovering from a concussion. I don't know, I just miss y'all. That 2 days that I was gone felt like forever. But I've been posting some of my drafts just to keep up with y'all. I am serious when I say that my Instagram DMs are always open. I'm like constantly answering y'all's messages. My Instagram and all my social medias are linked in my bio. Before I get into bed, I'm gonna touch up my hair because it's looking a little rough. When it comes down to it, I'm just happy and thankful that the situation isn't any worse than it is. It's only 7 o'clock, but I'm gonna go ahead and put my hair in a braid. Time to take my medicine and get into bed. Good night, y'all.
My boyfriend asked one of his hot friends to do a loyalty test on me. I've been dating my boyfriend for only 6 months, but his birthday was 2 months ago, and that was when I met all of his friends. I mean, we had what we thought was a great night until I was driving him home and he starts asking me all these questions about one of his friends. And it was the only good-looking friend that he had too. He was just asking what I had thought of him, and I told him like we only exchanged like 2 words, but I thought he was cool and like seemed nice. He then asked me if I thought he was hot, and I was very confused why he was asking me that. I said yes, but I also said that he wasn't nearly as hot as him, like my boyfriend. And I thought this answer was safe because I didn't want to say that his friend wasn't attractive, but I also wanted him to know that I only had eyes for him. And then he starts very aggressively saying, "So you do think he's hot? I knew it." I honestly didn't think that much of it because he had a lot to drink, so I was just like, this is gonna go away like tomorrow. So then the next day he calls me and he apologizes, and he's just saying that his friend is conventionally attractive and that he has a history of taking all the women that my boyfriend is with, and that he just doesn't want that to happen with me and that he's scared. And I'm like, you don't have to worry about a thing. Like, I'm not going to be with him ever. And I thought that that was going to be the end of it, but no. For the past 2 months, he has been constantly bringing this up, like, randomly. Questions like, have you followed him on Instagram? Did you talk to him after the party? Even when I compliment my boyfriend, he brings up his friend. The breaking point came when 2 nights ago, I got an Instagram request from his friend saying that I was pretty and asking me to hang out with him. I didn't respond, but he kept on DMing me, saying stuff like, I know you're with my friend, but you could do so much better, and that I should give him a chance to show me what I'm missing. Without responding to a single DM, I screenshotted everything and then I showed it to my boyfriend, expecting him to crash out. But no, instead he kisses me and he says, I knew I could trust you. I was very confused, and that's when he says that he had his friend DM me to prove my loyalty to him. I genuinely thought people only did this in movies, like not in real life. He tried to kiss me, but I just pulled him away. I mean, this might have fixed all of his problems, but it created a whole new set of problems for me. I gave him literally no reason to doubt my loyalty for the past 6 months. And it took this fake DM for him to trust me. I told him that I needed some space, and he can't understand it because he's like, you've already proved your loyalty to me. I mean, there's not going to be any more issues about this. But ironically, I think that this might be the breaking point for me in this relationship. This is how I found out my boyfriend of 2 years had 3 kids, and I had no idea. I was going through my boyfriend's garage and I found a pair of baby-sized Nike shoes. Mind you, I've only been living at this place for 30 days. I moved in right after he proposed to me. Like, I moved states, I quit my job just to come here to live with him. I obviously asked him, like, what's this? Because I know, like, he has no nieces, like, there's no babies in his family, so there was no possible explanation. And he said he had no idea. So I just let it go and didn't think that much of it. But 2 days ago, I was going through the hamper to do her laundry, and I found a pink Bluey's t-shirt the size of a 5 or 6-year-old. I confront him immediately because my mind is racing. I mean, all I can think about is like, he's hiding a kid. He offered no explanation whatsoever. He just continued on saying that he has no idea where these things are coming from. And so I decided it was about time that I should go through this man's phone, because I have never gone through his phone in 2 years of dating. I didn't know his passcode, so I tried to look at it whilst he was unlocking it, just like from the corner of my eye, and then planned on going through it when he fell asleep, and that's exactly what I did. It didn't take much for me to find something that was very obviously there. I mean, there was this woman that he was calling every day whilst he was at work. There were no texts, so for me to find out who this woman was, I knew I had to talk to her directly. So I waited until my hand stopped shaking and I called her through my phone. I ask her who she is, and she asks who I am, and I tell her, like, I'm his fiance. She tells me exactly what I was afraid to hear. She's the mother of his kids. He has 3 kids with this woman. The youngest is 5 years old. We've been dating for 2 years. I had no idea of the existence of these kids. She said that they had met in college, that they dated on and off, but they're just now co-parenting, that they have no relationship with each other, but that's obviously a lie. Then she said he had told her about me, and that he said that the only reason why he was marrying me was because I was pregnant, which is a lie. So he was basically lying to this woman because he wanted to, I guess, make her believe that he was not marrying me because he loves me. She was really weird. She seemed so relieved to know that I wasn't pregnant. Like, that was the biggest deal to her in this whole situation. I got off the call and I asked her to please not tell him anything, because I don't want to leave right now. I want to do things calmly. I'm trying to save money to leave because, like I said, I quit my job to come here live with him. Even though I asked the woman not to tell him anything, 1 hour after a call, I see that she texted him saying, call me. So I was like, okay. And so I accidentally spilled water on his phone so that he couldn't use it. So now I just got to stay calm and sane until my flight. I just found out that my fiance had a 3-way, and now I don't know if I should cancel the wedding. So I'm literally about to get married. My wedding is in a couple of months. Just so I can paint you a picture of what happened, his best man is the husband of the girl that's gonna be my maid of honor. This is a couple that is basically our best friends. We hang out every weekend, we do everything together, we go on vacations together, everything. I met this couple because of my fiance. He knew the girl since they were kids, and then when she got married, he got really close to her husband, and then he proposed to me, and just the 4 of us became inseparable. We were all at our place, we were drinking, everything was fun. We usually do this every weekend. But she had a lot to drink and she was drunker than usual. And then out of nowhere, she comes and she sits on my lap and she tries to kiss me. At first I thought it was a joke, but she had never joked like that before. So I just kind of give her a peck and that's it, like friends do. But then she actually tries to go in for a real kiss and I'm like, whoa, like this is not gonna happen. And this was in front of her husband and my fiance. So I was like, what is this girl trying to do? All of a sudden, everybody looks stunned and I go like, what are you doing? She just very casually said, I'm just trying to have a 3-way. Your fiance said that he would want to give you one. So I immediately look at my fiance being like, this girl's crazy, right? This is not true. Because I knew that they were best friends since they were kids. So I was like, what does she know that I don't know? So at first I wanted to think that this was a joke, but then I see that she just keeps on going. So I was like, how do you as a married woman even want to suggest this? She says, well, because me and your fiance already had a 3-way with my husband. Excuse me? And she realizes that I'm mad because how could I not be mad? And she says, oh, this is way before you guys met, like it's nothing. Her husband puts his head in his hands. My fiance can't even look at me. And she's just acting like she didn't just ruin my marriage. After about a minute of awkward silence, my fiance says that they both should leave, and they do. I was also grabbing my stuff because I wasn't gonna be there with my fiance. I needed time to think because I could clearly see that that was true. And now we haven't spoken, but he's been blowing up my phone. My fiance made me look like a fool. We were hanging out with this couple that he had had a 3-way with, and I had no idea. Now I'm debating on whether or not I should even get married, so if anybody has some advice, I'd appreciate it.
Guys, sorry I haven't been on here in like a month. School randomly got like super busy and I just like stopped having energy for anything at all. But we're back now and I'm gonna try some new techniques today. I'm not exactly having the best skin day, but it's okay, we're gonna manage it. About that, I just want to point this out, like, your phone camera is not how you actually look. I did a little experiment like a week or two ago where I went into my school's bathroom, which like obviously horrible, awful lighting, and I just like took a picture of myself in my snap camera, like normal snap. Brief intermission, this is my new favorite blush right now. And then I saved that snap, and then I stood in the exact same spot and I took a picture in the mirror in the bathroom, like a little mirror selfie moment. And I went to my photos and I was just like scrolling back and forth between those two pictures, and I was like, okay, this is the exact same lighting, the exact same day, exact same time. I look 1,000 times better in the mirror selfie. It's because these stupid iPhone cameras are like so insanely advanced that they literally pick up stuff that the human eye cannot see, which is like scary. Like that's really bad. Because of that, you're always gonna look worse in your phone camera. Side note, if you use the Say drops or the bronzy drops, please take a Q-tip and clean it out of your eyebrows before you do anything to your eyebrows. Like look at all that, like that was in my eyebrows. That was making me look orange. Got a refresh of my setting spray, so I'm just gonna do this real quick. I need a new eyebrow gel, but I don't know which one to get. But anyway, my point with the whole Snapchat camera thing is that how you look in your phone is not how you actually look. And like, it's gonna get to your head and you're gonna think throughout the day as you're checking yourself in your phone, oh my gosh, I don't look good, my skin looks terrible, I look like disgusting. You don't, okay? It's literally Apple playing games with you. I was in a rush, so I had to finish off camera and I didn't get to try my new products, but I'll do them in my next video and I'm gonna start posting more. Okay, I love you guys, bye. These are things I've learned in high school so far that everyone is gonna learn at some point. At the beginning of every school year, you're gonna have a really random talking stage come up, and it's gonna start off good and you're gonna have some good times, but it's not gonna go anywhere. Next thing, dates are awkward. Especially if you're not friends beforehand, the date is going to be very awkward. Like, there's gonna be awkward pauses, you're not gonna know what to say, and it's okay. Boys are idiots, okay? They do not know what they want. Like, very few of them know what they want, actually. And if they do know what they want, they don't know what they're doing. Like, a lot of my friends' boyfriends are so sweet, and I really like them, but they just, like, don't really know what to do. Like, I've had to help so many of my friends' boyfriends plan out how they're gonna ask my friends to homecoming, how they're gonna ask them out on Valentine's Day, like all that type of stuff. This is a really big one, okay? This is how it is at my school, but most people do not get asked to homecoming, okay? For the most part, the only people who get asked to homecoming are people already in relationships or like as friends. This is maybe the biggest thing I have to say in this video because I went into high school with this mindset and it like didn't benefit me at all. You do not, okay? You do not need a boyfriend to be happy, like at all. Alright? My freshman year, that was literally all I was thinking about and it was so dumb. Like, why did I care? There's a right time for you to like start dating someone and you're gonna know when it is, because it's not gonna happen like unnaturally. Like, it will happen like when it should happen, you know? Setting spray break, hold on. If a guy asks you to hang out at his house for the very first time you guys are hanging out, that should be an automatic no. That's fine in like middle school, like that can get by, but not in high school, babe. Okay guys, let me know if you want a part 2. Here's the fit check. Bye guys. These are friendship rules that if you don't follow, I can't be friends with you. First of all, I shouldn't have to tell you to like and comment on my posts. That should just be a given. I know that sounds really stupid, but to me that just shows me that you can't support me in the most basic way. I have to come before your boyfriend at all times. Okay, if you're hanging out with your boyfriend and I text you that I need you, I expect you to come to me right then. Simply because I'm your friend and I have to know that you're gonna be there for me when I need you. Another really big thing for me is that you can't be friends with someone that I've told you I don't like. Why? Because that's just disrespectful to me as your friend. Next, you can't date someone that I've said I've liked before. I don't care if it was like a 2-day crush or something like that. If I've told you I've liked someone, you can't go for them. Honestly, even if it was like one of those little 5th grade crushes that isn't actually a crush because you don't actually know what a crush is, like, back off, like, you can't do that. Okay, that's it. This video is definitely not a joke, so yeah.
তোর কর্মকাণ্ড না আমার কখনোই পছন্দ হয়নি তারপরও তোর আমি ছেড়ে যেতে পারি না কেন জানো
আচ্ছা আপনি যে স্ট্যামারিং করেন ডক্টর দেখিয়েছেন
ডক্টর দেখিয়েছি
ও মাই গড
বিদেশ যা এখান থেকে কিচ্ছু পাবি না তুই একলা একলা বুঝতেছস তুই
টেস্টটা
স্বপ্নপুরি।
আনতেছি লাল
আই ওয়ান্ট টু কিস ইওর হ্যান্ড বাবু। বাবু আমি তোকে পায়ে ধরেছি বাবু, মাফ করে দাও না বাবু, ভুল হয়ে গেছে।
রিয়া তোমার প্র্যাকটিস করতে গেছে, তুমি টানা প্র্যাকটিস করে যাইতেছো।
না এখানে দেখি কি হবে।
কানপট্টি লাল করে ফেলবো যদি বেশি থাকো সুখে, বুঝছো? উল্টা পাল্টা যদি কিছু করছো না তুমি বুঝ।
দোস্ত আমার মনে ইটস দ্য ম্যাজিক।
কি ব্যাপার এত জোরে তলো?
তোর কি পরিবার নাই? পরিবারের প্রতি মায়া দয়া নাই কোনো? তোর বড় করে নাই তোকে পরিবার? প্রেম করার
আমার ভুল হয়ে গেছে বাবু, আমি তোমার ছাড়া বাঁচবো না বাবু।
আমার বয়ফ্রেন্ড অনেক ভালো, আপনার গার্লফ্রেন্ডের মতো এত খারাপ না।
হ্যাঁ মতিন,
কে?
পুরোটাই তো তোমার দোষ। তুমি কি জন্য ফোন দিচ্ছ সেটা বলো।
বাবু তুমি আমার থেকে 1.5 লাখ টাকা।
আমি তোমাকে বিয়ে করতে চাই না।
মানে
আপনার বয়ফ্রেন্ড ফোন দেয় নাই?
না
তোর কর্মকাণ্ড না আমার কখনোই পছন্দ হয়নি, তারপরও তোর আমি ছেড়ে যেতে পারি না। কেন জানো?
আচ্ছা, আপনি যে স্ট্যামারিং করেন ডক্টর দেখিয়েছেন?
ডক্টর দেখিস।
ও মাই গড।
ডেলি রিফ্রেশড।
আই এম ট্রাইং।
তোর এই ট্রাইং দেখে মনে হইতেছে তোর
আমার বয়ফ্রেন্ড অনেক ভালো, আপনার গার্লফ্রেন্ডের মতো এত খারাপ না।
হ্যাঁ মতিন,
কে?
আসলে না, আমার মনটা অনেক খারাপ।
চোখ বন্ধ করেন।
আমি বুঝি না ভাই, তুই কি মানে তোর সমস্যা কি? তুই এনে কি করতেছিস? তোর কত সুন্দর একটা
গরিব তো কিছুদিন আগে না ওর চাকরি চলে গেছে, তো বলতেছে দোস্ত আমি তো গরিব মানুষ, আমার
কানপট্টি লাল করে ফেলবো যদি বেশি থাকো সুখে, বুঝছো? উল্টা পাল্টা যদি কিছু করছো না তুমি বুঝ।
ওনার কাছে ব্যাংক, ওয়ালেট, এটিএম বুঝছে না।
বিয়ে কি তোরে বিয়ে করে লেগে রাজি হয়ে গেছে?
অবশ্যই অবশ্যই করবে।
আচ্ছা
আপনি ওনার কাছে ব্যাংক ওয়ালেট এটিএম বুঝছে না।
গরিব তো কিছুদিন আগে না ওর চাকরি চলে গেছে, তো বলতেছে দোস্ত আমি তো গরিব মানুষ, আমার
তুমি যে বারবার আমাকে ফোন দিচ্ছ, তোমার তো বোঝা উচিত যে আমি কাজে ব্যস্ত থাকি, আমার একটা বিজনেস আছে।
রিফ্রেশড আই এম ট্রাইং। তো এই ট্রাইং দেখে মনে হইতেছে তোর
পুরোটাই তো তোমার দোষ। তুমি কি জন্য ফোন দিচ্ছ সেটা বলো।
বাবু তুমি আমার থেকে 1.5 লাখ টাকা
আমি তোমাকে বিয়ে করতে চাই না।
মানে
আপনার বয়ফ্রেন্ড ফোন দেয় নাই?
না
কিছুটা রাখেন, কাজে দিবে।
যান আপনি। আসলে না আমার মনটা অনেক খারাপ।
চোখ বন্ধ করেন।
আমি বুঝি না ভাই, তুই কি মানে তোর সমস্যা কি? তুই এনে কি করতেছিস? তোর কত সুন্দর একটা
আমার কাছে ছিল বুঝছো, আমার কাছে 20,000 টাকা ছিল। তো সকালবেলা যখন আসছিলাম না, একটা গরিব
আমার ভাবতেও লজ্জা লাগতেছে, মানে সামান্য কটা টাকার জন্য তুমি এইভাবে আমাকে বারবার।
তোমার এখন বর্তমান প্ল্যান কি তাইলে?
আমার প্ল্যান হচ্ছে